Hey everybody, Gary Braun here with Pivotal Advisors, and today we're going to talk a little bit about how sales process has changed due to the pandemic. And when we talk about sales process, we talk about the steps you take to take somebody from a lead to a prospect to a customer to an expanding customer. That includes things like qualifying and doing good discovery, maybe developing a solution, presenting it to them, negotiation, et cetera, et cetera. Most companies have 5 to 7 steps. The good companies have it written down. We train to it, we coach to it, et cetera. But that's what we call a sales process. And with the pandemic, there are a lot of things that we used to do that we can't do today. So, for example, on the front end, we used to go to trade shows or conferences or things along those lines to get leads. Well, those are gone, so we can't do that. We used to fill the top of the funnel sometimes by visiting people and uncovering things that were going on in their plant and spot opportunities that were going on. They won't let us in the plant right now. The way we used to demonstrate our products was used to physically get in front of them and do a demo and show them things and have them touch and feel it and whatnot. Can't do that anymore either. And even developing relationships, finding out about their kids or where they went to school or what they like to do for fun or whatnot. Harder, not impossible, but harder to do when you're not physically there and talking to them. So what do we have to do during these times to adapt our sales process? So let's start with getting in front of customers. Again, can't go to that show, can't go to the conference, can't go into their facility. There are some things like virtual trade shows out there right now where you can kind of click on a booth and get interaction and whatnot. I think the jury's still out on that. People are adapting. It's creative. I like it. We should try it to see if it works for your particular company. Now more than ever, we have to be really good at being relevant and getting somebody engaged. If you just send them an email and say, hey, I'm Gary with Pivotal Advisors, love to talk to you, you're probably not going to get any type of response there at all. Lead with a problem or challenge that you think that they might be facing. You know about their business. You know what problems your product or service solves. Lead with that. Are they having a problem with this or that or the other thing? If they are, you probably have their attention and you're getting them engaged somehow. If they can relate to it, they're going to want to listen to what you have to say. So you have to be really clever about the things that you solve, common challenges they have, figure out what those are, and start leading with that in your emails, in your voicemails. That's going to grab their attention. What about those people who spotted their opportunities by actually getting in the plant, touring the facilities? It was great when we have one client who worked in the automotive. They spotted their opportunities by walking around going, what are you using that machine for? How does that work? And why do you use that particular tool? And they just spotted things and they could ask questions. That's how they spotted opportunities. Can't do that, can't even get in the plant anymore. So companies like that have gotten really clever. They get them engaged in the first place. And then the next thing they do is they say, what works best is if we really get to see the operation. And they've actually had their clients walking around with their phones going, and we use this product to do this, and we use this product to do that, and this. And they're simulating the same type of activity. That's being creative. Another one is showing videos of here's common things that we see, and they'll show pictures of equipment or plants or operations or whatnot that they know that the customer has. Now, if the customer sees that and goes, hey, we have the same thing, they can relate. They're being creative. They're coming up with a new way to address that same problem, that same step in their process. Demonstrating products, that's another good one. It used to be in person. I started my career selling copiers. It's really hard to demonstrate a copier if you can't touch it and feel it and whatnot. That was a long time ago. But now you can do a lot of this stuff via Zoom, or you can do it via video. You can show a video of the product, and I really like showing, here's what typical looks like, and here's the problems with typical. Here's what good looks like, and here's how our product solves that particular problem. And if you're good, you're always tying it to a particular benefit and how it impacts the business. Does it save them money? Does it make them money? Does it make things more efficient, etc.? But we've got to figure out a new way to demonstrate it if we can't be in front of them. Get creative. Think about the steps in your process where it used to be in-person physical interaction and figure out a different way to accomplish the same step. You might need to take a step back. You might need to consider several different things. You might need to do a little trial and error and see what is actually getting connection and what is not. But get creative. Last point I want to leave you with, and this is really, really important, get to know people on a personal basis. I know, don't just jump into a Zoom call or a Teams call and start jumping right to business right away. It's not all about business, it's about making a connection. People buy from people they like. Take an interest in them. Learn about where they're from, where they went to school, what their hobbies are. Do they got kids? Where are they at? People like to buy from people. Don't miss that in your process. It's a really important part. So, summing this all up, don't just do the same thing you've always done and hope this pandemic goes away. We have to adapt. We have to get creative about how we're going to replace those in-person steps that we've been doing for a long time. Some trial and error might have to occur to find a formula that works for you, but get creative. Don't just keep doing the same thing. I'm Gary Braun of Pivotal Advisors. We'd love to help you with your sales process. If you want to learn more about us, go to our website at pivataladvisors.com. Connect with us on social media. Go to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to that. We put out a lot of videos like this, and we'd love to connect with you. Give us a call. We'd love to chat about stuff like this. Hope to hear from you soon.